In my attic, there's a trunk that's been there since the house was built, and a few years ago I decided to bust the lock and open it. Inside was nothing but a brass clip with obscured numbers on its side, and a single faded train ticket from the Railway Express Agency. A package, a container, for a Mr. Stephen Biddle from a Mrs. Marvis Jones of 464 Cherry Street. A trunk filled with supposedly $100 worth of stuff, and now just a clip and a ticket. In my basement, there's a room under the stairs, with the heights of unknown children marked on the water pipe. And in that room, there is a door, boarded up by a wooden plank. According to my father, it used to be a wine cellar, but now it's sealed and most likely filled with mold and mildew. We've lived in this house for almost 20 years, and none of us know what's inside that room. At the highest and the lowest points of my house are dead ends. Speaking of dead ends, a couple weeks ago in my hometown, a man was reported crawling down the street of Edgewood. And when the identity of who the man most likely was deduced, authorities went to his house and knocked on the door, and the door swung open. On the other side, there were roughly 30 cats along the floor and on all the furniture and going up the stairs, and the man was nowhere to be found. And speaking of vanishing acts, I'm reminded of a story my mother once told me. Her and my aunt were in Cambridge, England. They were staying at a bread and breakfast. A bread and breakfast. When you sleep, you are required to sleep on a giant loaf of bread. A bed and breakfast, where the design of the wallpaper were vines swirling towards the ceiling, and the kitchen smelled like grease, and again there were far too many cats than one human should be allowed to own. In the middle of the night, when it was so late that it was early, my mother was drifting in and out of rest when she jolted awake because she saw what looked like a translucent white shirt glide from the bathroom across the room and out through the window. She lay there, paralyzed, until the sun rose. The next morning they were eating breakfast. My mother was trying to get down a particularly dry and dusty biscuit when she leaned over conspiratorially to her sister. She asked her if she had seen anything strange or unusual during the night, and her sister proceeded to tell her the exact same thing that my mom had seen. I don't know why I chose to record this in the attic. Decisions were made, decisions were regretted. When I muse over these moments, I think about how when I'm really old, I want to get a ginormous corkboard with a bunch of photos and old newspaper clippings on it, and push pins with red yarn connecting everything to a central photo. And then, of course, question marks etched into the walls everywhere. Not for any particular reason, I just want to know that when I die, my adult kids will have to go into my house and find that, and wonder what on earth I have discovered, even though, of course, I had discovered nothing. Because the mysteries I am looking for aren't the ones that can be solved, because the ones that have answers aren't mysteries, they're puzzles. I want the unanswerables. It's like the stairs that I found behind the offices at my work. They turn and turn, going up and up, higher and higher, leading to something, surely something, because there are no doors, there's no re-entry to any floor. And you walk one foot in front of the other, wondering what you're getting closer to. And your head is spinning, all you want to do is close your eyes and imagine all of the possibilities. That unscratchable itch of curiosity. And then when you finally reach the top of the stairs, there's nothing. You're met with a blank wall. Stairs that seem to lead to nowhere. These are places and moments of intrigue with no satisfaction. They are unexplainable things you wish you could understand, something that you could touch, something you could see, something that you could point and say, there it is, now I know. But maybe there are some things we aren't meant to know, and we must enjoy the mysteries with the delight that they are. I'm going downstairs now.